Bro, how the fuck do you grow your beard that long?
Josh,
Bro,
you
it's
need to get it.
genes. It's genes. It's time. You just gotta let it go. You gotta
Like
let
it's
this thing roar.
like madness, bro. Like you must be half related to Chewbacca. Like I swear, bro, this is like a month and it's still patchy. Terrible.
It's cute, bro. It's adorable is what it is, my guy. That shit's adorable. Yo, when I clean my shit up, when I clean up my stash, I'll send it to you. I'll
Let's
donate it to
go.
the
That's right.
cause. Yo, you're the shit. Actually, someone just called me Chewbacca a couple days ago, and I was like, "What, my man? Come on now." But
Yeah,
it comes
yeah,
with the
yeah.
territory. Yo, guys! Thank you so much. We're live. We're streaming live. I have Kit Dale and Blake Builder here on this live with us. I don't want, man, usually I take up a little time. I'm talking about seats. I'm talking about this and that for time. I want to get right in this and start talking with you guys, start kicking it with you guys.
Yeah,
We have
good
the
man.
show. We gonna get in this. Yo, we got that show right
Yeah,
around the
get
corner
right
on the
in there.
7th of
Yeah.
March. And you guys are doing this, man. You guys are doing this. Big love, dude. Big love from my team, myself, my team. We're honored to have you both on our show. We're honored to have every fighter on our platform. It's something that like we super lean into. It's all about the athletes and giving you guys a platform. But we appreciate you guys. Big love for getting on this. And I'll just kind of like let's just rap back and forth. Kit, let's start with you. My man,
Let's go.
straight out of Australia. Dude, you're a no gi legend. You're a no gi
Fuck.
legend. This is known, and you're coming out, baby. You're getting back on the mat. You're going to be going against a savage with Blake. Why? Why are you doing this?
I told them I would only come back if they get me the fucking most badass, sexy dude on the planet. And they said Blake, and I said, let's go. I got this.
I
Let's
gotta I
go.
gotta roll.
Look,
I gotta
look,
roll
we
with
got a
this dude.
fucking sick cunt here. Fucking sick cunt ready for you. Ninja move of the day, fucking shirt squeegeeing motherfucker.
Oh,
Sick,
I love this. Yeah,
sick.
I love it.
Hey,
Yo, we'll
I've
talk
been to
about that.
Australia. I've been to Australia. Coolest fucking people ever, man. So hospitable. I went out to Perth, Australia. That's where I had my first UFC fight, man. So respect to the Aussies, man. It's
Fuck
uh,
yeah.
it's a
Fuck
it's an
yeah.
honor.
My
Oh,
man.
thank you.
Yo,
Thank you.
but yo, Kit, tell us that. Why are you coming back? Like, what enticed you to come back and compete? And again, like you wanted some heat. You wanted to roll with someone that knew his shit, and Blake knows his shit.
I think for the last couple of years, I've wanted to come back for a bit. I kind of stopped taking competition seriously back in like 2014, I think. And I moved into like film and acting and stuff, and I got right into filmmaking. And I told myself if I get my first movie made, I'll allow myself to compete again because I've been training. And I'm lucky. Most of the good guys when they come to LA will come and will train, or if I go to Australia, we'll train. So I've always felt there still. I just haven't allowed myself to compete. And I made a movie with my movie partner this year, which we're editing right now. It should come out probably end of the year. It's actually about jiu-jitsu, a comedy. Um, and I was like, I promised myself I get one made, like I'll get back into competing. So I had that, and then I was talking to you guys. I said, "Fuck, let's do it." And as you said, I said I wanted someone who's really fucking good to put on a show with. Um, and you guys hooked it up. So that's kind of my motivation for this is just to get back in and have some fun and put some jiu-jitsu on display, grappling.
I like that. I like it. Yo, I like it. So, what tickled you to get into acting? Where'd that come about? How? Why?
We had a video camera when we were younger, me and my two brothers, and we used to film shit all the time, trying to do comedy skits and fight scenes and wrestling, and we just loved filming that kind of stuff. And then as I got older, my brother became a director, and he's directed 2 big movies now, both with Megan Fox in it, Subservience and Till Death. And he went into the filmmaking route. I went into the jiu-jitsu route, and then halfway through, I switched into the filmmaking route, and he's gone into jiu-jitsu. So now we're kind of like both doing the same thing. But yeah, we love film and shit. I had a lot of fun. The first time I acted in a big movie we shot it in Finland for 2 months, called Iron Sky: The Coming Race, and it was so much fun. And ever since I did that, I was like, I need to do more of this shit. But the industry kind of changed a little bit, and I decided if I'm going to like make it in film, I'm going to have to like write my own shit and make my own shit. So me and my business partner, we got together and we wrote a script, got funding for it, filmed it. I starred in it, she starred in it, and we're editing it right now. And I'm actually super fucking excited for all you guys to see it. It's going to be so great.
Oh man,
But that was
that's
kind of
awesome.
how we got into it. Yeah.
What's the movie called, and when does it come out?
It's called White Belt, and it'll probably come out, I reckon, sometime towards the end of the year. It really depends on what happens once we finish the edit in a couple months, and we kind of see what we have, and then decide which way we want to go for distribution and stuff like that. But I'm predicting Netflix by about September, I think, personally.
Man, yo, I could. And then what? Sorry, I cut you off.
No, and then we'll have a sequel, and we'll start making a sequel, and then go from there, really.
I love it. I love. Is this what you were born to do? Right? I feel
Yeah.
like so many people are people that are aware. Right? They're on the prowl to find what their purpose is, why they're on this planet as a human. What's Kit looking for? Is Kit doing it? Did he find it? And how did you get there?
Yeah, I think I did. Like, I think I've always kind of like drifted from one thing to another. I've always become super obsessed with what I did or what I'm into, and I feel like the martial arts and the filmmaking it kind of fills my creative void, if that makes sense. That I always feel like I have to be building something or creating something or making something, and I feel like both are really good. With the martial arts, I'm working on myself. With the filmmaking, I'm working on something outside of me that people can appreciate, and there's something that I really find a lot of joy in when it comes to entertaining people or giving people an experience or maybe touching them in a certain way, not physically, but
Yeah.
Oh shit.
My boy Blake's like, yo, I could be on one of these movies. I could be on
Yeah,
one of
I'm
these
like,
movies.
sign me up, damn.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
I love it. Yo, Kit, thanks for saying that, bro. I love that. Do you feel like it was a quest, like some sort of long quest to find your purpose? And yo, you're gonna evolve, right? There's gonna be other things down the road that you're gonna find and going to need to explore. Was this like something that you've been looking for, searching for? Do you feel like you've had like a stable direction on what you need to do?
No, definitely not a stable direction. It's definitely something I've wanted to do for a long time. I've really enjoyed it. It was just something that I didn't really think was even a possibility until later on. Like, I'm 39 now, and I don't think I really believed I could ever do anything like this. I kind of like I had to sort of do a lot of different things and kind of step up in a lot of different ways before I even thought that I had the ability to make a movie. Like the movie we made, for example, we had, I think, 42 crew members. We had 60, I think 68 cast members. Shooting in LA, it was a lot of shit. We had to do, me and my business partner Becca, we had to do pretty much everything in that. Like, we were casting, we were sending out emails, we were organizing food for the crew, and then I was the lead, she was the second lead. We were both directing, writing. It was like producing. We literally had to do everything. So I feel like it was something that I really wanted to do, but like we kind of had to do so many things to kind of build up those skills, and we also kind of went in there very underprepared in a sense, because it was both our first thing and we had something so big for our first.
I think we lost my
I
boy's
was more
voice.
like, no, we'll figure it out. Let's go. Let's do it. I have a little bit more of a relaxed attitude on things. But I think both of us combined did a really good job on achieving this. But this is by far the biggest and best thing I've done with my life by a mile.
Mm.
And I would like to go further up with that, with just making bigger movies until, making movies that you're going to see on the big screen, blockbusters with, big actors and stuff like that. That's kind of the goal. But I want to be making, and with her as well, and we want to be making stuff that's what we want to make, things that we want to write, things that we want to see, rather than making stuff for a studio where they decide who's going to be in it, what you're writing about, and they take the creative control. We want to write what we want to write, and we want to make what we want to make. So we're going to try and take that route in a way that makes sense, and that's going to be a slow build up. But I do feel like this is the. I mean, I'm sure I'll evolve into something else, but right now I can't see what it would be, because I feel like this is the biggest thing I've kind of wanted to do for a long time.
Mm. I love it. That's beautiful.
Am I frozen right
Kind
now?
of. So yeah, like Blake, I want to like.
You
What
guys
are?
there?
Yeah, yo, we're here. We here. Blake, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
My man. Yo,
Hello.
are you pursuing your passion right now? Are you doing what you were born to do?
Yeah, I feel I'm definitely doing my passion. I live by three acronyms, and it's MVP. So I always just try to be the most valuable player, the most valuable person in any room that I walk into. And also the MVP stands for mission, vision, and purpose. So I believe if you're on your mission, you got a clear vision of what that is, and that's your purpose. And for me, that's just inspiring other people into action. Because we either do two things uh, out of desperation or inspiration. So you either have to or you want to, but you don't want to have your back against the wall and have to take an action. You want to be inspired to take action. So I just want to inspire others to find that greatness within themselves and pull it out, whatever that looks like. It doesn't have to be with athletics. It could be mental, emotional, spiritual, relational, economical, whatever it is, whatever that makes you tick.
Blake, I like this about you, my man. Yo, you got a tender heart. You got a tender heart. You got a gentle energy. I fucking love it, bro. And I mean
Yeah,
that with all the respect. You're a savage, bro. You're a beast. I want to talk about your brother a little bit.
yeah, for sure.
Your brother took his life.
Yeah, 3 years,
Um,
3 years and a day ago.
how has this impacted you, and what type of changes have you made to be more of an impact with other people that have tasted this bitterness to what you have tasted?
Yeah, man, it's hard. Like after something like that, you know, I've had a rough go with like drugs and alcohol, but I'm sober now. I've been sober for almost 2 years now. Um, and it's tough. With life, I truly believe that from death comes life, and it's tough when you've tried to talk somebody down from the ledge, and you've been there and gave them ideas and told them to do certain things, and they've done the things, but it didn't work for them. It's like me, like, it's like me trying to like help somebody that's a newcomer trying to get sober. Maybe they've never tried it. Maybe they've done it and they failed a bunch of times. But I can. All I'm responsible for is the actions that I take, and what other people are gonna do is what they're gonna do. So on my end, what I'm trying to do is just show love and just be a light to those who might be in darkness, man. Like you really never know. It could be the happiest, the guy that seems like he's the happiest in the room. So I always just make sure that I really try to show a lot of love, attention, and respect to everybody that I come across.
That's beautiful, my guy. That's beautiful. If someone is experiencing, what should one stay in tune for, right? Like your brother was going through some stuff. how do we need to be engaged and aware? Do you think it's just like a rule of thumb, yo, just be kind and show love to everybody all the time? How do we kind of stay engaged without getting lost in our own mind,
Man,
right? In our own journey.
that's like the answer for life. I think first and foremost it's to always continue to strive to be a little bit better every day. I have like 5 pillars of success. It's spiritual, emotional, relational, and mental and economical. You kind of get like all 5 of those pillars down, and you like build your attributes and all of those, and and just try to keep everything on the up and up. Keep trying to do the next right thing, and the next right thing is like if you're harboring like a resentment against somebody, it's like just just reaching out and forgiving them, and if you've done any wrong in your life, try to really do your best to make amends, to make that right. And then if you're really making amends to somebody for some BS that you've done in the past, it's not repeating the same actions, so now you're not just talking shit, you're walking that talk, so i think
Mm.
i think if you do that and abide by that code, you will eventually become a changed person, because you will have reflected on the things that you've done wrong, and then you'll be a gleaming example in the present tense of what you're not anymore. This caused hurt
Mm.
to people, and we're all human, right? Like, we're gonna make mistakes, but I think it's really important for all of us to really do our best. That, like, hey, if I cheated on somebody in the past, I do my best, and I stand on code that if I apologize to somebody in the past that I did that to, that I don't go and repeat those same actions again.
I love it. I love it, man. Those are some amazing words of wisdom. I appreciate you opening up.
Yeah,
Yo, my boy Raph, my boy Mike, you guys need to note this. I need to do a podcast with both of these cats. I need you guys both to commit. I can rap with you guys for hours, like for sure. Good, like
absolutely.
such great vibes, man. Great vibes. Kit, when was the last time you competed on the mats?
I think 2018.
2018.
2018 World
Blake, when was the,
Championships, maybe.
okay?
Yeah,
What
I think that
about you,
was.
Blake? When was the last time? When was the last time you competed?
Last time I competed was 1 year ago, um, for the UFC against Sung Jung Lee.
Do you feel that you might have the advantage against Kit because you've been like, and again, Kit, I ain't going like I know you've been training. You're a dog. But Blake, do you feel like you have more of an advantage because you're just kind of like a year removed from it, from competing at a high level?
Uh, it's hard to say, right? Like, man, I don't know. I feel like jujitsu's riding a bike. I feel like definitely there's some like ring rust that comes with competing. But it's hard to say. Like, I've thought about it. I'm like, I wonder, if maybe adrenaline hits more, or whatever. But I don't know. I don't know. It's really tough to say. I think. I think just competitors are competitors, man. I think Kit's a world class athlete that when he shows up on the mats, like he's gonna come prepared. Like whether it's been 7 years or 7 days.
Mm, for sure. Kit, do you have any sort of strategy? Of course you do. You're a savage, bro. What's your excuse me, what's your strategy and what's the tempo looking like? How do you see this rolling out?
I'll be honest, I don't really have a strategy. It's really hard. You know, grappling is really hard, and I feel like it's so difficult to. Anytime in the past where I've thought about a strategy, I'll think of all these possibilities that'll happen, and you go into the match, and nothing that you thought would happen happens. You know what I mean? And you get stuck in a
Yeah.
complete different position. I'm like,
Mm.
So I'm not really going in there thinking anything. I'm just going in there and hoping that I make the best decisions in the moment. And if I do that, then I'll be happy regardless of the result. But I'm not really like I'm not putting any expectations on this at all on myself or Blake. And I just think that we're going to go out there and both try and put on a really good show and try and win and have fun. But I'm not like. Approaching this with a stiffness of like, I'm going to try and do this, or I'm going to see what he does and watch this. It's like, no, I'm just going to go out there and have fun. And, ultimately I'm getting back into jiu-jitsu because I enjoyed it and I want to have fun and put on a show. I would, so that's going to be like my priority with this. And I have no idea what to expect. From Blake or from me, to be honest with you. So I don't know. It'll be fun to see how it unfolds.
I like that. Yo, and what you said, my guy, and I know if we had more time, you totally like, I mean, you agree with this, but like what you said, your explanation where I don't need to go in with a strategy. I'm just going to go in and feel it out and I'm going to flow. Yo, I really think it's that type of mindset in life that keeps us out of our head, right? Don't we can't plan life. We can't plan everything. We just need to like hunker down and create this reality that we want it to be in the moment. Be in the moment and create our art when we're there.
Yeah, yeah, 100%, 100%. And hopefully, yeah, hopefully it all goes like that, and it'll be fun. And I don't like, a lot of the time when I used to put a lot of pressure on myself. I didn't really enjoy competing because I was like, oh, I have to win, or I'm shit and stuff like that. And I've tried not to have that feeling anymore. I'm like more like, as long as I go out there and I do my best, that's a win, regardless of what happens. That's a win, and that's kind of the way I want to look at it. It's the kind of way I want to represent it. I think in my early years, like I said, it was all about winning and achieving and stuff like that. As I've gotten older, it's a lot more about uh, experiencing things and just giving your best and trying to prove prove yourself wrong in a sense. And I think I'm a lot older now than what I was. I started jiu-jitsu older than what most people do as well. And I do want to represent that, like, you can go out there and you don't have to be like super young and super fit, and you can go out there and still do really well and enjoy it. Um, Rather than what a lot of like, especially the jiu-jitsu industry, and most of them are just like young kids that are juicing up right now and just going crazy. I want to represent the natural the natural old men in this sport still.
Big love. Big love on that. Yo, any nerves coming into this? Blake, we'll start with you. Any nerves, like any dust that you need to like kind of blow off? What's your state of mind right now?
Honestly, I feel like Kit in a sense where, man, fighting in the UFC, man, if you win, you're the fucking man. But if you lose, holy shit, you have like 50 people that like bet on you with their parlay that are calling you a clown piece of shit and telling you how much of a trash fighter you are. And like, man, when I first experienced that with my first loss, it was like devastating to me. And I'm pretty far removed from the comments bugging me, but man, like, I don't know. I got this call to go against Kit, and then I started telling people that, like, hey, yeah, I'm going against Kit Dale. Oh shit, hey, that guy's a fucking legend in the game. And you know what? For me, that makes it cool. And like for me, I'll always have like butterflies and that weird feeling in my stomach. And that's a good thing. That means that I'm like testing myself. That means that that
Yeah.
I'm doing
Yes.
something that is unknown. I don't know how strong he'll be, or like what skill set he has. This guy's a 180 cc, like that. Like that's pretty awesome. So for me, it's just going out and honestly, I'm really just enjoying the process. I'm having fun again. I want to compete again, and to be honest, I thought I was done because I hated it. I was like, man, I don't want to compete. Like I feel like if I do, I don't know, it just feels like the weight of the world and like all these people that are just keyboard warriors wanna talk shit or say da 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 da. But I'm not doing it for that or for any comments or for anything. I really don't care. Like I just want to do it truly for me and just to go out there and test myself and what a great show to do it on, and I don't think there's any better of a person to go against other than
Oh, truly.
legend himself, Kid Dale. I think he's got a brilliant attitude of competition now, which is like kind of what I'm adopting as well. Because man, like putting all that pressure on yourself and being so hard on yourself, even when you win, and especially when you lose, like it's it's I don't know. Sometimes it's just like crippling and paralyzing. So right now I'm just enjoying the process. I'm learning a lot. I feel like my skill was like plateaued a little bit, and I feel like I'm starting to level up. I'm going Super Saiyan again, so feels good, man. Like I'm just happy with life, and I'm really enjoying it. Like my little brother 3 years ago couldn't find that passion or purpose or drive or something to wake him up in the morning, and I feel blessed that I live in Orange County, California, and I have that in my heart and in my mind.
Mm. Blake, going and competing at such a high level, right, in MMA and being concentrated in all of these martial arts, is it going to be easier for you just to focus on jujitsu? I mean, what's that about? Like, what's your take on that?
Yeah, it's tough, like you get two losses on your record, and they want you to fight the top 20 Dagestani wrestler on 1 week notice when you have 30 pounds to cut, and you tell them no, and everybody thinks you're a fucking asshole, and fucking
Yeah.
and and that you're, oh, what a loser, So it's like, all right, like I'd like to see you do it, So for me, man, like it's cool, like we don't have to cut weight. We get to go in at the weight that we're at. I'm I'm just glad that I'm having fun again. Like, bro, I'm really
Yes, that's what it's all
enjoying
about.
jujitsu, and I haven't been doing anything else outside of jujitsu. I haven't been really sparring too much. I have a little bit, but I've been weightlifting like a motherfucker. Getting big and strong, and I don't have to eat clean, but I've been eating clean because I want to, and I feel better that way. And and fuck, man, like that's the brilliancy of just going out there and competing. Like kid's probably doing a few things a little bit better than what he was doing before because he wants to show up a better way. And like, fuck yeah, that's what it's all about. Like that's what it's
Yes, it
all
is.
about. It's like you just make a few decisions better each day because it's going to help you rise to the occasion to be the best version of yourself that you could be, for a moment in time. And to me, I think that's dope.
Yes, dude. Well said. Well said. Kit, like outside, like the audience that's going to be there, all the spectators, all the fan. What type of fight do you think they're expecting? I'll just kind of give you my take. Like I see two gladiators, highly skilled, very intelligent, and calm. I see a sophisticated fight. What do you think that the fans could or should expect?
Fuck, I don't know. It's so hard for me I don't have a clue myself, to be honest with you. And, like, I really think, like, when it comes down to something like this, so much of it is in the chemistry of the two competing against each other, and
Yeah.
it's always going to be different to everyone else. So it's really hard for me to say. I could throw some kind of prediction out there, but I have no idea myself. Not until, like, do we even get into the ring and, like, we look at each other and we kind of size each other up and we feel each
Mm,
other, and, like, do I going to have on any honest idea on what the fuck is going to happen at all? I think that's the hard thing about jiu-jitsu is it's kind of like a tennis match that finishes in this first in the first game. You know what I mean? In the first rally, because it's like you just get a chance to feel each other out, and it's like before you know, it's like 6 minutes is gone, and you're like, holy shit, I don't even have a clue. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? It's it's kind of hard jiu-jitsu like that because you can make one little mistake and lose the match, and you can be the better grappler by a mile and still lose the match. That's the
Mm.
unfortunate reality of jiu-jitsu. And we kind of see that when it comes to training, because you start training and you start getting a feel of what people do, and you start to learn how they move, and you start to be able to you know provide yourself with a game plan and understand them and predict them. But I mean, jiu-jitsu is really hard to do that, especially in such short period of time. So
Yeah.
to give you, I would be like lying if I told you I have any fucking idea on what's going to happen. I have no
My
idea.
man. My man,
I just think
respect.
I think it'll be fun, and I think it'll be good, and I think both of us are gonna really try and put on a good show. That's all I can predict, really, that I feel like with a certainty.
Respect. Blake, you've been to some of our shows. If I recall, you were at one of our shows in Commerce, right? There in Los Angeles. Is that accurate or no?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah. It was like one of the first combat jiu-jitsu ones.
Okay. Um, what's your thought on combat jujitsu and kind of like what Subversive's doing? I'm curious. Hopefully it's not shit that you say. You're like, you guys suck. You guys are ass. That would not be
I'm like,
good. So hopefully it's like
I'm
good.
like combat jiu-jitsu. What the fuck?
Subversive. You guys are
I'm like, get the
clowns.
fuck out of here,
I'm just
fucking
joking
whack
about
ass.
that.
Dude, fucking no, I think it's great, man. It's cool.
Dope.
It's really cool when you see like my boy Christian Aguilera, that beast Chris, former UFC fighter,
Mm,
certified fucking maniac, and he's gonna be doing combat jiu-jitsu the same night. So I was even telling people when I was telling them to come through, I'm like, hey bro, like there's some former fighters that are going in there and like they're fucking crazy, bro, and like and he's gonna put on a show, and he'll talk shit and like smack like it's just who he is. Like he was always like the enforcer when I moved down here to California when I was living in the fighter house, and nobody would go against him, and every morning they put me against him, and like I'm a fucking 45er. He's a welterweight, a 170 pounder. So I was like,
uh,
fuck, man. I was like, jeez, and this dude would like, he fucking trained how he fought. Like he would just fuck you up. So
yeah.
he's just one of those people that doesn't give a fuck. So that like you have him, you have a bunch of other people on the card that are doing it. John Chandler, that's the little homie. I love that dude.
Come up. I love that cat. John's my boy. Yo,
John's a little
don't.
beast, bro.
Yes, he is.
John,
Do not sleep on this cat. This dude's coming up.
yeah, John Chandler is a problem. I'm telling
Yes,
you,
he
like
is. Yes, he is.
he's doing combat jujitsu. I love it. I think it's great. Because everybody always probably a kid on the same like uh on IG with you too. They're like you'll like do a flying like fucking armbar on your back. Look, wouldn't work on concrete, or like you'll be like above them, and they're like, "Oh, I would have knocked you out from that position." It's like, gosh, like, bitch, shut up.
Yeah.
Fucking, like, now you have the opportunity to strike from the top and see how the striking affects jujitsu. Which like, there's always like that old adage of you hit the black belt once, he turns into a brown belt. Hit him again, he turns purple. Hit him again, blue. It's like every strike to the face, he goes down a belt level, which has some truth to it. Because sometimes if you're not used to it, you panic, and you can't think clearly. So I think it's cool. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's fun and it's entertaining. It's like Jake
Yo,
Paul going to boxing.
yo. That's what we're doing, dude.
Yeah.
I was talking yesterday on a live. We're trying to create jujitsu in the most like spectacular, sexy form. Yo, jujitsu fucks. Like it's fresh. And what we're doing, dude, creating music and visuals and a vibe, dude, like this is the platform jujitsu needs. My boy Kit is in the movies. He's like, yo, bring this on. It's amazing. We're so happy for what we're doing and to have athletes like you guys grace the mats. Utmost respect. I sincerely mean that. I can't wait to kick it with you cats and get to know you guys more. Guys, I could truly go on and on and on with you guys. I would love, I'd be humbled to get you guys on my podcast
Yeah,
and, and rap back and forth with you. If there's anything that Subversive can do with any of your guys' platforms, yo, I'm all for it. I am all for it. Um, I I love it, dude. I appreciate you guys. I mean, dude, we could seriously go back and forth like all day long. Um, yo, Kit, what's your last words, bro? What's your last words? Any last words from my boy? You can say anything. It's all you. You got the mic.
Fucking hell, you put me on the spot here.
Oh yeah, my boy's on the spot. Boy don't have words. He don't have those words
Hey,
right
don't
now.
call me a dog cunt. I learned in Australia, dog cunt's like
You're
the
a
worst
fucking.
thing you can call 'em.
You could be. You want to be a mad cunt, not a dog cunt.
Yeah, mad cunt.
Mad cunt. Mad cunt's good.
Yeah.
Dog cunt's bad.
And we're leaving with that. I love
Yeah.
it. Any final words of wisdom, Kit?
Fuck. If you're doing nothing on Friday night, come and watch us. That's my wisdom. It'll be fun. No, I think
That's what it's all
Straight
about.
up. Straight
if I
up.
have any message, honestly, if I have any message, it's just to, and I think it's very similar to what you were saying, Blake. I think it's like I'm looking at this as not. It's not like a comeback for jiu-jitsu. It's more like an additive to my life as a person that I think would be good and make me a better person and prepare me
Oh.
better for life. And I think that everyone should look at jiu-jitsu in that way. It'll take a lot of pressure off of people thinking like, oh, I have to come in here and I'm doing it just for the jiu-jitsu. Like, nah, the jiu-jitsu helps you in every way, shape, or form in life, unless you're obviously getting really badly injured. It fucks you. But I think otherwise it's pretty good. And that's the way I'm trying to look at it. It's just like, go. It'll be fun, and it'll help me in the rest of my life. Really.
Well said. I'm gonna turn it to you now, my man Blake. Any words of wisdom for
I'm just trying.
anybody?
I'm just trying to be a sick cunt like my guy Kit. I'm excited for this show. I'm excited to compete again, and I'm telling you, bro. Like I was not excited to compete. So like I guess this would be my message. It's like, look, 3 years and a day ago, bro. Like I think about my little brother every day that he's gone. Every fucking day, I wish that he had more breath in his lungs because a month before, he finalized a suicide. He had an attempt, and I talked to him and I go, hey man, you fucking regret it, don't you? I was like, you wish you don't actually want to do that, and he was like, yeah man, you're right. I go, you don't want that for your life. And he's like, yeah, you're right. Like, he's like, I just got overwhelmed, So I feel like, man, if you're overwhelmed and you're overstimulated and you just feel like, life is throwing you curveballs and it might not be going your way, just try some new things. And for me, and I know the same for Kid, he was just saying it, is like, man, get on the mats, build with that community, learn something new, like push yourself, and just it'll push your mind mentally, it'll push your body physically, it'll push your spiritual will to want to compete and want to overcome and teach you those battles of life to not trust your thoughts, that you can do more than what you can do, and you can go out there and you can win. And even if you don't win, it doesn't mean that doesn't define you, but you're the man in the arena, so if you want something in life, just fucking go after it and get it, man. Like it's all waiting there for you, and it's the things that are easy aren't filled with purpose, and the things that are hard and difficult and challenging are filled with passion, purpose, and meaning.
Mm, mm,
I love that.
damn.
I love that.
I love it. Yo, I appreciate both of you guys. I appreciate both of you guys. And yo, it is true. Blake, when we take on things that we fear,
Yeah.
that's when we truly grow. That's when we grow. And we look back and we're like, yo, I just did that.
Yeah.
Yo, I can do anything. I can do anything. And that's when you grow. Guys, I
Totally.
cannot thank you enough. So much love. I'll see you guys Friday. Everybody that's tuning in, the 7th of March. These guys are going down Long Beach, California at the Ovation. You can get your tickets at subversivebjj.com. You can watch this streaming live on youtube.com. That's at Subversive Official. Don't sleep on this, man. You guys be awake, be attentive, and get ready for a battle of the beasts. So much love, you guys. I'm here for it. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you, man.
Absolutely.
We out.